Alright, here's looking up the draw to the bottom of Horshoe Mesa. Here we come out to one side. Isn't that just beautiful? We were up on top of there not too long ago. This is looking out to the other side. And that's where we came down. Now, over here, you can actually see where the Tonto is stretching out. We're not quite to the Tonto Trail yet. But there you have it. It's incredibly gorgeous. It's so peaceful. And here we are on the Tonto Trail, the most relatively flat section of the interior of the canyon. It's also the longest trail in the canyon. It stretches 90 miles on the Tonto Shelf. And it's on this shelf at Cottonwood Creek that we'll be camping tonight. Well, that's the end of Horshoe. And you can see here comes the Cottonwood Canyon right here. And it's going to drop down off the edge into the deep part of the canyon. We just came across the Tonto. The river is somewhere down there in the bottom. And back up in there to camp. We've been hiking down the Cottonwood all day. These are the cliffs. Pretty amazing. Right now we're in the middle of the Tapeats, or I should say at the bottom of it.
Well,
I'm
sitting in the middle of it.
Soaking my feet in a little pool with some tadpoles. And Jerry is sitting by a fern grotto pumping. Cottonwood growing out of the middle. You can kind of see part of the red wall sticking up way back in the little corner. You can see this nice little spot we've got here. It's been a fun little day hike. That's just one of the most gorgeous little spots right there. Water running down through here. Nice little narrow canyon out there. Pretty cool. It's 7:55 in the morning and we're on the trail. The sun is coming up. Saying goodbye to Cottonwood Creek. And here we go up the trail. It's time to go up, 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 up. It's going to be a long way. That, by the way, is the largest cottonwood tree I've seen down here. It's pretty amazingly big. Did a little scouting trip up there last night. As the trail crosses the creek a few times. It's a little confusing. One of the great things about the Grand Canyon is whenever you lose the trail, you just look for cairns. And there's the trail. All right, Jerry, we go across the creek right up here on the other side of the tree.
Is this the aforementioned Cottonwood?
Yeah, the big one. See? Cairn in the middle of the creek. And that's a big tree for the Grand Canyon.
It's been there a long time.
Big tree. Well, we're climbing higher. We just went through a little stand of juniper back there. You can see Horshoe Mesa looming above us. Sun just starting to creep up. That little gap there is where we're headed. And here we have a pine tree in the canyon. Pretty amazing. It's a big one too. It's pretty cool. See if we can get a view from the other side of it. Except we're going to cross the creek, so.
Costume change.
Jerry's decided to take off his fleece pants. Now we're in the creek bottom here. See it going down. Horshoe Mesa. It's a pretty big tree. Pretty amazing. Such gorgeous views every which way you turn. Well, that's kind of hard to see, but those are the switchbacks going right up the middle. Pretty nasty. You can see the trail going across. There's that very large pine tree. Right there. You can see the trail going over. On the other side of that ridge there is where the Cottonwood spring is. There's that big red mesa that we were camped under right there. So we've come from way down the canyon over there behind that ridge. You can barely see the north rim out there. And I believe, not sure what the name of that butte is there, but now going up, you can see that's what I've got to go up. And there's Jerry laboring away. If you come up here, it's kind of hard to see because of the sun, but right there in the center, that point sticking out is Grandview. The second notch down is the saddle. And that's where we're going. Pretty amazing. And here we are looking down into the Cottonwood watershed. You can see right there in the center was that big, huge pine tree. Pretty crazy. Now let's look down here at the trail. That was the trail that we were on, coming across. Some fairly interesting construction too, just to keep people on the trail. And then here we are, almost at the top of the mesa. Pretty cool. I'm gonna make a little run up here at the mine, climb up the slag pile here. You can see, try this again. Here's that mine. In there, kind of interesting. There's the slag pile. Looking back across, you can see the cabin on the mesa.